If you like that joint, make sure you add it to your libraries, add it to your playlist. Let them know where you heard it first. Speaking of Kacey Family, he said, "What up, G? Chilling, man, chilling. Just trying to connect the coast." So speaking of Kacey Family, he was in the chat earlier. I hope he's still in the chat. If not, all good. Kacey, if you want to come on the show and excuse me, because I don't like to, speak for people. So if you want to come on the show and speak for yourself, you're more than welcome. Just let me know. I'll send you the link. E-Rome, did I say what up to you, E-Rome? I hope I didn't skip you. Thank you for joining. Please share the stream if you don't mind. Sazzy Star with the fire in the heart. Thank you, love. I appreciate that. What was I gonna say? You got me all distracted, girl. Shit. Okay, so Kacey Family. I was scrolling my feed, and Kacey Family had something very, very interesting to say about, the expectations of artists and money, when it comes to paying for your art, when it comes to paying for promotion. He has a perspective that I've heard before, and I feel multiple ways about. So some positive, some negative, but we're gonna check out what he had to say. I'm going to say what I think about it. And I'm just gonna speak from a perspective of just like being a resource, right? I'm gonna try to take my personal perspective out of it and just speak on it as a resource. But hold on, let me pull it up. Young Drip says, also, let me know when you're going to play my shit. If you are, I'm sharing the stream right now. I played it yesterday, bro. But I will play it again just for you. I'll play it again today, but I did play it yesterday. I was like, where is he at? Where is Young Drip at? You could watch the whole episode yesterday. It's up on our YouTube. It's up on our Twitch. It's up on our Meta. But I did play it yesterday. Shelby Knight, what's good? Thank you for joining the stream. Please share it if you wouldn't mind. We about to get into this Kacey Family clip where he's talking about, what artists need to do in order, to see the level of success that they want. Here we go.
If you're an artist and a producer and shit, there's not much you could do without a bag ready, bro. There's not. I'm sorry, you can't do it. If you want to get to, the type of shit you niggas want to do, you have to have a bag for it. If I hit you with a price, if it's between $0 and $1,000, pay it, nigga. Because there's not much you can do. Now, if there is a small chance that I can make it work and that whatever, then we gonna do that. We gonna wiggle. You know what I'm saying? I get it. But nigga, you don't have to have. You just have to have a bag, bro. And you don't have to have an immaculate bag, nigga. You don't need a extraterrestrial bag, nigga. Nobody's asking you for a supercalifragilisticexpialidocious bag, nigga. That's not what's going on. But you gotta pay something, bro. Just if you have $300, $400, $500, $600 in a shoebox, you're gonna have to sacrifice that, nigga. You're gonna have to give it up to the music gods, and you're gonna have to watch it seemingly go down the drain, bro. I'm sorry. You're gonna have to. What did Jay Riley say? You're gonna have to take a blowtorch to your money, nigga, if you want to maneuver in any sort of fashion. Yes, you can perform at the thing. Do you have your bag ready? If you're
Okay, there you have it. That's Kacey Family. He's from Grover Beach. You saw I played his song earlier. I actually really like his music a lot. 7 Records, you're right. Put some respect on that man's name. Put some respect on that young man's name. But yeah, so Kacey Family said, let's go. Send the link. All right, cool. I'm gonna DM you the link, Kacey. Yeah, because I would love for you to the reason I want to hear from Kacey directly is because I think the truth in this lies in your perspective, right? Like it fully depends on what your goal is. And so I don't know who Kacey is talking to in this instance. Like, is he talking to people that have the specific goal of going viral and like being the next huge rapper and being a celebrity. Like if you're talking to those people who are strictly living in that world, I would tend to agree with what Kacey is saying. Like you do need a bag. Um you do need a bag for that. Um OG David James in the chat. What's good? Thank you for joining. Please share the stream if you wouldn't mind. MK West Tragic 805 says he's coming from to Oxnard. I don't know what that means. Sazzy Star says invest in yourself. And yeah, and that is 100% true. And that's another thing. Like is he saying, that you should just invest in yourself, and is that the conversation? Or is he saying um you can only be successful if you spend a bag on yourself? And that's where I disagree. If he's saying that the only way you can be successful is by spending the bag, then I fully disagree with that. But I don't know that that's what he's saying. He wasn't very specific about that. That's why I want to invite him on so he can speak for himself. um Trap Guy says, "What's the deal, Sanctus? What's good, fam?" Um, man, if Kacey joins, we gonna talk to Kacey. But while we wait for him, I heard a Trap God song the other day, and I think I had heard it before, but it just caught me today, and it's just so fire, man. So I wanted to premiere that as well. Let me see if I could do that now while we wait for Kacey to call in, because this song, I don't know. I think I definitely have heard it before, but when I heard it today, I was like, this nigga is ridiculous, bro. He's ridiculous. So let's world premiere this. This is brand new music from Trap God. It's called Heather Heather. And then I'm gonna bring Kacey Family on right after this. Right after this. Hold on one second. Hold on one second. I wanna pay your ism, daddy. Fuck me, daddy. Damn, daddy. What do I do now? Heather, Heather, get your shit together. Can you try to win? It's a never. Go and get your kids and buy a sweater. Heather, Heather, get your shit together. Heather, Heather, get your shit together. Can you try the whip? It's a never. Go and get your kids and buy a sweater. Heather, Heather, get your shit together. I'm a trap god. I dog a bitch out and blow back out. Yeah. Got the kitty so wet like, oh my god, I thought I was getting baptized. Hallelujah, bitch, I'm a savage. I mean savage, I don't even have bars. I got ad-libs, baby, you a track star. You a bad bitch, ooh, I'll show you how to make the money do a backflip. Heather, get your sister Brittany. Me and Trappers split. Liz Campos says, I gotta run into a meeting. Love you. I'll watch for the next show. Thank you so much, Liz Campos. Thank you for joining. Please share the stream. Have a good night.
Keep them looking good, pretty, and all that, But
yes, sir. That's brand new music from Trap God. It's called Heather Heather, world premiere. I didn't want to keep this man waiting too long, so I'm gonna bring him on. Kacey, can you hear me?
Yeah, bro, I can hear you.
Check, check, 1, 2. What's good? What's good? We gotta give a round of applause for the man coming on the show. Welcome, welcome. CTC Radio, the only radio station committed to the coast. So we just watched a clip of you basically kind of giving advice to artists and how they need to be prepared to kind of drop the bag, sacrifice the bag to the rap gods, for the level of success. But for what was unclear to me, and I wanted to get this clarity before I even commented on what you said, is who is that directed at? Like, what type of rapper is that comment directed to? Like,
Well, it could really be directed towards anybody because no matter what you're trying to do, if you walk outside, it costs $100. What I said was, and what I didn't say is sacrifice money to the rap gods for success. I said if I didn't say I never said for success. I said the shit you niggas are trying to do you need to be bag ready. Because what I'm experiencing personally is
Mhm.
that niggas want to get in my DMs, and it's no shade. I'm not even mad at them. But what I'm saying is niggas want to get in my DMs and be like, hey, bro, let me do that. What you doing? Hey, can you put me at the Novo?
Oh shit.
You good?
Yeah, yeah. There we go.
They're like, hey, can you get me on this stage? Because they seen I was on that stage. Can you get me on that magazine? Because they see me on the magazine. Can you get me here? So it's really, um, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of like if the shoe fits, because it's like you want to ask for some, but then when it costs the money, then you can't do it. Well, then in your what you're trying to do costs the money. And if you ain't willing to do it, then you just can't do it. The same goes for if you want to record music. Now, if you're so dope that an engineer just says, hey, bro, you so the fucking truth, nigga, that I believe in you so much, you can record here for free whenever you want, then that's one thing. But niggas come into a studio, get a top dog engineer, you know what I'm saying? And when I mean top dog, I don't mean in fame. That's where a lot of people are getting mixed up. I'm
Mhm.
not talking about fame or success in this big way. Any type of success, any type of anything. If there's an engineer that's dope at what he does and he records you and you don't want to pay him, you're wrong for that. You gonna need to bring that back, bro. If you want a music video, a lot of niggas want music videos. If you want a music video, Captivitas will shoot you a music video, but he's really fucking good at what he does, and he's probably gonna charge you 800 to 1500 depending on what you got going on. Maybe a little less, maybe a little more. You work out what you need to work out, but either way, you gonna have to pay that man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
Um, I mean, I'm a barber, bro, and I make good money being a barber. My barber license costs $20,000. I spent $20,000 to go to school. If you want to look good, you don't just niggas ain't just, unless you a model or some shit. Niggas ain't just be like, nigga, you so motherfucking sexy. I'm gonna give you all this denim tears for free. If you want some shit, you gotta pay for it. That's what I'm saying. And here's my other thing. Here's another part about it is that it is low key for the people that are just starting. I'd be a motherfucking fool if I tried to act like I have all this. I'm really talking to the people that are either at where I'm at or maybe a little bit below. And when I say below, I mean as in experience with making
Mhm.
music and being in this thing we call the rap game. So if you just started and you're hitting my line trying to get everything for free, it's just not going to work because everybody does this shit and needs a little payment for it. You feel me?
That
And
makes a lot of sense. I'm
when I
sorry. Go
say
ahead.
when I say sacrifice, when I say the word sacrifice, I'm not talking about no Illuminati shit. I ain't talking about none of that shit. I'm not saying literally like also I just mean yeah, you gotta sacrifice your bread. The money that you worked hard for, if you want to do a show and you not so dope that motherfuckers want to pay you to do the show, then they probably gonna hit you with a pay to play. Is that like super ideal? No, but you might get hit with a pay to play. You know what I'm saying? Unless you this that could mirror as currency. You feel me?
Mhm.
So it's like you're either so dope that niggas think that they're gonna either just wholeheartedly help you get to where you want to be, or they think they can win off of you in some type of way, or they're getting a little bit of bread. Those are three that I could think of right now of why somebody would put you on the stage. And so if you do want to do anything in this life, especially the rap game, this shit is not free. You feel me? We're doing you know what I'm saying? Over here at Underground, there's a Zaytoven camp going on. And I've already had three people tell me, oh, I want to go to the camp. Well, there's a lot that goes into this camp. There's a lot, we don't need to get into the logistics of it, but there's a lot that goes into it. And if somebody wants to get in for free, I'm gonna have to say no. I'm gonna have to say I cannot do that. We can work with you. We can work with your budget. What are you working with? You know what I'm saying? And then we could do that. Or if you want, people that want to do media or something, maybe
But I
there's
feel
somewhere
you.
you can.
I could tell you why though. I could tell you why that is. Why people do that because I think we're still in a even though it's been about 10 to 15 years, I think we're still in a transitional period of hip hop and the internet clashing. And I think that there are two cultures of hip hop forming, right? So there's the traditional culture that, like, I think people my age experienced and have told stories about, and that still bleeds into the new culture of hip hop, which is mixed a lot with like commerce and e-commerce and capitalism and making money and building business. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that, but I do think they're two kind of different outlets. And so the reason I put the caption that, like, you said sacrificing money to the gods for success, is I'm not saying that you said that, but I do think the reason people are hitting you up and saying, hey, I want to do what you're doing, is because they see you as successful, right? And so I think you're saying exactly what you're saying. Like, if you want to get to where I'm at, you got to put in what I'm putting in. And sometimes that requires sacrifice of money, time, effort, energy, all those things. But they only see you getting to the end point. So they're saying, yo, how do I get there? And they've heard, and if you are like any other rapper, I'm sure you've watched interviews of Big Sean and whoever saying, yo, I went up and I just rapped my heart out and I tried my hardest and I got an opportunity, it didn't cost me anything but energy and time and asking people for a favor. And I think that people hear those stories and really take them to heart, not understanding that, the reason Big Sean or someone like Big Sean went up to Kanye and rapped for him is because in the background, he had already paid for the demos, he had paid the money, and he was ready for that opportunity if Ye was going to give it to him. You feel what I'm saying? So I think that's what gets lost in the mix. And the reason that I wanted clarity on your statement is because I come from an era where you could just rhyme and be dope and people would give you an opportunity just because you were dope. Like, I come from that era. You feel what I'm saying? Like, at the only tours I've ever been on, I've gotten paid to be on. You feel what I'm saying? So, like, I think it's a new era and a new experience for people in my generation to, especially, like, I've seen a lot of older people who might think they've done things in the past and they forget that, nigga, just because you did some shit in the 90s, that shit ain't relevant right now. So if you want to get on X, Y, and Z, you gotta break that bag off, because what you did in the 90s ain't doing nothing for me right now. And so I think it's just getting people to understand that. But I think where the disconnect comes in, this is where the disconnect comes in, is that everybody gets paid except the rappers. You feel what I'm saying? So, like, when I need a video, I'm gonna pay. I've paid everybody. I've paid everybody. When I need a when I need a haircut, when I need clothes, I've paid everybody. But when niggas need rappers, it's dead silent, nigga. When you need a rapper to show up for your show, when you need a rapper to show up for your verse, it's dead. Where the money at? Now all of a sudden, oh, bro, I gotta come out of pocket and I gotta do all this and I gotta do all that. I never did that. Niggas don't know that, like, nigga, I've got paid up to $16,000 for 16 bars in my lifetime. For real, for real. You feel what I'm saying? But, like, I'm not gonna ask you that if I know you don't got it. I'm not, and I'm not gonna, and I'm also not gonna just be like, look, you don't know that I put in the time and I put in this and I put in X, Y, and Z, because it's not your job to care about what I've done in this. You know what I'm saying? The only thing your job is to do is to get your message out. And if your message resonates with me, then we're cool. You feel what I'm saying? And vice versa. But I don't like when people who are producing things personally try to make the artist feel like it's their responsibility to help fund that thing, because it's not. You know?
I completely agree on that, because a lot of times with me, and it's like, oh, like, come with me to go do this, and like, I'll do the whatever, I'll do this and I'll do that. It's everybody's dream, right? And it's like, why would I pay you to live your dream and pay for my dream at the same time?
Right.
if your job is media, if your job is to take pictures and that's your dream, then nigga, I'm sacrificing for my dream. Well, you gotta sacrifice for your dream. And if your dream is taking a picture of me, then why the fuck I gotta pay you to do that? You
That
feel me?
part. That part.
You feel me? Why would I pay you to live out your dream if a picture of? You feel me? And so I gotta pay you to live your dream. And I understand that. I think that what happens when I think that what happens when if I post a reel or if I talk about some shit on the internet and you can see a clip of it and somebody else hears it, you're gonna relate it to your own life. But the cold thing is, I ain't trying to relate to your life, brother. I'm trying to. What I was talking about is what I'm going through. And yes, in the space that I'm dealing with in the past year, a lot of this shit costs money. And so if the shoe fits, then you gotta wear it. But guess what? A lot of niggas ain't that hard, Lord Sanctus. Niggas ain't so dope that niggas want to pay 16 bands for 16 bars. A lot of niggas ain't that dope. So guess what? If you want to move forward with your whack ass rap, then you might have to pay some shit. Then you might have to look, but I'm not bagging nobody. Me, I'm paying too. I'm paying to do, I gotta pay the
But this is my
videographer.
question. This is my question. I guess this is where my question comes in. Should we be, because I just don't feel like I'm not one of them niggas that thinks everybody deserves a turn. Personally. You know what I'm saying? Like, so should
No,
we if a nigga is whack, should we tell that nigga you're whack, but give me the bread and I'm a plug you in? Or should we say, nigga, go get better and come back when you're
wait,
better?
plug you into what though?
I mean, it depends on, I guess, what you're
Exactly.
charging for sure.
Exactly. Plug you into what? Bro, if you that's what this is about, like this conversation or where we've come to in the conversation is past where my brain even was when I made the video.
Mm,
This we're talking about a bigger picture right now, and I'm just saying, like the girl said, Spazzy or Sazzy in the chat, she said invest in yourself, and
mm-hmm,
that's all I'm saying, bro, is that you gotta invest in yourself. All of that equipment that you have in front of you costs money.
for sure. For
If
sure.
you want to, if you want to go throw your own show, I don't care. I might think you're whack, but then somebody else thinks you're dope. So if you want to do a show, and I could be I don't got all the answers. I could be very naive to a whole nother side of this. Well, I am very naive to a whole lot of sides of this. But what I have experienced is if you want, that venue is going to charge you something.
Do you, so no, and I don't disagree with that, but I will say this. Well, actually, I'm not even gonna say that. It's more of a question. It's more of a
Okay.
question.
Okay.
Um, do you believe that there is still a space to succeed without money? Like, let's say if you were starting at ground zero and maybe you're not as dope,
Yes.
do you still believe you can get where you need to get, as long as, do you think your skill can make room for you? Do you still believe in
Of
that, or
course.
do you think,
Of course. Of
okay,
course. James K put in the comments too. He said, well, you could go, you just, my bad, you just go viral from your phone. And then after you got some leverage, basically he said, after you got some leverage, after you go viral, you could just go viral from your phone. You could sing with no beat. You could just rap a cappella and have a whole following that fucks with you for doing a cappella. You could have, you know what I'm saying? Of course, you can create some leverage for yourself without paying money. But what I said was, what you niggas are trying to do comes with a bag. The space that you are trying to get into right this second with your boy Casey Family is going to cost you a little bit of money. I'm not here trying to break nobody's motherfucking bank, keep nothing, nothing like that. It just so happens that the world that's turning right now around me is costing a little bit of money. And so, oh, you're hitting me up about doing this? Well, I mean, yeah, it costs $200. nigga, okay, besides all the other super spiritual shit, if you can't come up with $200, nigga, shut up, nigga, go get a job, nigga. If you can't come up, if you, if the bottom line is, if you want to do something, if you want to do, I don't care what it is. If you want to do something and it costs $200 and you can't give that to me, then you need to go, you need to stop rapping. You need to go figure out some real nigga life man shit, and then try and move forward with whatever. You know what I'm saying? That's just how I feel personally as a man, like for real.
I can
Like
agree. I can agree with that. But is there a world where maybe like the value is not being messaged correctly? Like, do you think like for instance, you're on the platform now. What's the value of giving you $200? What do if I give you $200? What does that get me?
nothing.
No, I'm not saying me. I'm just saying like I'm a new artist. You don't know me. I want to. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm coming through. Like
What's
what's
up,
the
man?
like where's the value for a new artist to give you 200? Any artist that wants to be a part of whatever you're talking about that costs
Okay,
$200.
what's up, bro? How you doing? What's up? I think I met you before, Casey. Yep. Casey. I see. I think my boy off air is over here, right? My boy off air just walked in the room right now. Hey, look. Here's the thing. If off air got his the rents due, if he got a platform. No, baby. No, baby.
What's
Hey,
popping?
Casey
What's
family,
popping?
man.
What's
It's love.
popping?
Hey man, shout out to all there, man. You know what it is.
Man,
What's
thank you, man. Let
popping?
me
What's
get
popping?
this off. Let me get this off. Off air is right here right now. Off air be doing shit. He don't be charging these niggas. He put me on his shit. Didn't charge a dog. Didn't
Mhm.
charge a dog to come in here for this man to come into Underground Studios and to have a platform every single day consistently, he's gonna need gas money, equipment money. He needs to be able to provide his platform for you to even be on it. If you want to do everything yourself for free, then nigga make your own platform, nigga. But if you want to get on this platform, nigga, if you want to get on this platform that we created from the ground up, and you want to get on this platform that we done already sacrificed, nigga, you want to come into something that somebody else sacrificed for and then eat off of it. Well, guess what? If I like you as a person and if I fuck with you the long way and you that hard, then hell yeah. But if not, unfortunately, nigga, it's not all roses and daisies. I don't know you, nigga, but I fuck with you because you a man. I give you respect. You want to do your shit? Well, the lights have to stay on. So that's gonna be $200, brother. And if you can't pay that $200, then you need to go back and sell watermelons on the side of the road, nigga, before you come back over here.
I feel that I definitely can't disagree with that, not even a little bit. I just feel like that energy just has to be reciprocated. You feel what I'm saying? Because
Amen.
I cannot stand
You
when
know,
if you ask me for the bag and I pay it, and then when I ask you for the bag, it's I see what happened
yeah.
was. You feel what I'm saying?
So what I would suggest regarding that is bring somebody on the stream that did that to you, nigga, because I ain't did that to you.
Oh no. I'm not even and I'm not implying
But
just for
bring
the world. I know you know that, but I'm implying to the world. I don't want the world to even think I'm implying that because I'm not.
no, yeah,
I
yeah,
just
no,
want to
no,
make
no.
sure. I just want to make sure.
It ain't never been that. It ain't never been that. But but the way it is with me personally, because I can't speak on all these other dudes. I made that real by myself in my own car about my own life. So, and then I was talking about other people that were hitting me up and that be
Mhm.
hitting me and my people up. And it's like the other the it is reciprocated because if somebody asks me for a verse, as a ground level rapper, bro, with not a lot of monthly listeners on Spotify, not a whole bunch of followers on Instagram. You ask me for a verse, I'm doing it off the strength. I'm doing it. Now, if you decide to pay me, that's one thing. But like I said, why would I pay for your dream and my dream at the same time? I do pay for niggas' dreams and my dream at the same time. I do pay for that media person. I do pay for that videographer. I do. My money goes to the people who are working, bro. My money does go to the people that are working. You feel me? And
For
so
sure.
I do reciprocate it. Now, if I'm getting a verse from um I got a verse, I have a feature with Cause, bro. Cause is signed to Dreamville. Cause is J. Cole's artist. I got a feature with Cause. That shit didn't cost me nothing because he was fucking with it at the time. He heard it and he was like, "Let me jump on that." You feel me? So he just jumped on it. Now, if I go to Kalen too for real, and I'm like, he's listening to music, he might not say the same thing. He might say, "Yeah, I'll do it, bro." You know what I'm saying? For 300, because nigga, it's some money. The money is. Come on, man. The
And I
money.
think I think you're hitting on something that I think we've been agreeing about. But before I even
Okay.
say what it is,
Okay.
I just want to, in general, make sure that people understand that the reason I pulled up that clip is because I think it's important. I think it's important for you to know what your goal is as an artist, because depending on what your goal is, what Kacey is saying can be very, very true. But I do think there's a world that exists where you don't necessarily have to pay the bag, and your talent can make room for you. But you have to be
Absolutely.
talented. You have to be
Very
talented.
much.
That's the
Very
thing. And I
much.
think people see your talent making room for you, and that's inspiring, right? They're inspired by seeing your talent making room for you. And so I guess to me, like, I don't disagree with anything you said in your clip, but I would add to that if you don't have the bag, that's fine. Go away and get better and come back. You feel what I'm saying? If you can't
Bet.
take the criticism, if you can't take
Bet.
someone like myself or someone like Kacey being like, yo, this is not time, this is not your level, this is not for you yet. If that makes you want to quit the game, then you're not built for the game. Straight up.
Amen.
Period. That's
Amen.
that's it.
Amen. No, I totally agree. And like I said before, I definitely don't have this shit figured out. I definitely don't know different aspects. We could get 5 people that are in this building right now to come and give a different take on it or whatever it is. But my message is, if there's something to clip, you know what I'm saying, it'd be this. Like if you're asking me to do something for you that I had that is paid for, then you got to pay for it too. You know what I'm saying? Like I can't get you in. I can't just do that. I'm not him, bro. I'm not him. And other people have made sacrifices to have these things, platforms, places for you to go to, things for you to do. And if they ask for that money and you really want to do it, then you're going to have to pay the money, whether it's, I would say whether it's like in your brain ethical or not. You feel me? Like if you want to, like I did that verse on the corner store. And so, you know, it's like, bro, I can't just float. I can't just plug you in like that, bro. You know what I'm
That makes
saying? And
sense. That makes sense.
yeah, but no, I do hear exactly what you were saying, and yes, your talent can make room for you, and you can break out and do a whole lot of shit without putting up a bag every whatever and like just paying your way through it. You can definitely be so dope that people take to you and who you are and your music and your heart, and they can just take to you, and you can make a bag off of that. You know what I'm saying? Off of you just being dope, you definitely can. But I mean, there's 40 fucking million rappers, brother. There's 40 fucking million rappers, and there's an endless supply, especially in Los Angeles. And it's like, man, yeah, bro, we gotta filter some of this shit out. And not even filter it out, but people gotta get paid for what they do. And so you gotta be bag ready for that.
100%, 100%, yo. Well, we just hit the hour mark. Kacey, thank you so much. Plug whatever you got to plug before we get out of here.
Hell yeah, bro. I'm Kacey motherfucking Family, Fam Bam, speaking up for the broken-hearted associates, nigga. Kacey, KACEY _family. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is.
Hell yeah. Make sure you give that man a follow. Thank you so much, man. You have a good night.
Appreciate
Peace.
you.
Yes, sir. CTC Radio, the only radio station committed to the coast. We appreciate that conversation, that dialogue. That's a good one. If you miss any part of it, you can catch it tomorrow on the full stream. Y'all make sure if you want a badge, I have 10 of them. Let me know in the chat. I will send you the badge. I see you in the chat. Jay Riley, MK, produced by Loco, says facts though. If you can't take criticism, then you shouldn't be in the game. And on that, we about to leave. Y'all have a good night. Peace. Thank you, everyone.